Question 1. What year did the Roman invasion of Britain begin? A. 55 BC. B. 1066 AD. C. 1215 AD. D. 43 AD. Answer: D. 43 AD. The Roman invasion of Britain began in 43 AD under Emperor Claudius. Question 2. Name the battle in 1066 that marked the beginning of Norman rule in England. A. The Battle of Agincourt. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Battle of Waterloo. D. The Battle of Trafalgar. Answer: B. The Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 marked the beginning of Norman rule in England. Question 3. Which document, signed in 1215, is considered the first step towards parliamentary democracy in England? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Charter of Liberties. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: C. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, it is considered the first step towards parliamentary democracy in England. Question 4. Who was the English monarch at the time of the Spanish Armada in 1588? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. King Henry VIII. C. Queen Victoria. D. King James I. Answer: A. Queen Elizabeth I. She was the monarch during the Spanish Armada's attempted invasion in 1588. Question 5. What was the main religious change initiated by the reign of Henry VIII? A. The translation of the Bible into English. B. The establishment of the Church of England. C. The signing of the Magna Carta. D. The abolition of the monasteries. Answer: B. The establishment of the Church of England. This was the main religious change initiated by Henry VIII. Question 6. During which years did the English Civil War take place? A. 1534 to 1547. B. 1642 to 1651. C. 1701 to 1714. D. 1215 to 1225. Answer: B. 1642 to 1651. The English Civil War took place from 1642 to 1651. Question 7. Name the scientist who published Principia Mathematica in 1687, fundamentally changing the study of physics. A. Albert Einstein. B. Isaac Newton. C. Galileo Galilei. D. Charles Darwin. Answer: B. Isaac Newton. He published Principia Mathematica in 1687, revolutionizing physics. Question 8. What agricultural development in the 18th century significantly increased food production in Britain? A. The invention of the seed drill. B. The enclosure movement. C. The introduction of the potato. D. The crop rotation system. Answer: D. The crop rotation system. It significantly increased food production in Britain during the 18th century. Question 9. Who was the Prime Minister of Britain during the majority of the Second World War? A. Neville Chamberlain. B. Winston Churchill. C. Clement Attlee. D. Margaret Thatcher. Answer: B. Winston Churchill. He was the Prime Minister during the majority of the Second World War. Question 10. Which Act, passed in 1833, marked the first legislative step towards the abolition of slavery throughout the British Empire? A. The Emancipation Proclamation. B. The Slavery Abolition Act. C. The Civil Rights Act. D. The Human Rights Act. Answer: B. The Slavery Abolition Act, passed in 1833, It was a significant step towards ending slavery in the British Empire. Question 11. In what year did women over the age of 30 gain the right to vote in the UK? A. 1928. B. 1918. C. 1895. D. 1945. Answer. B. 1918. Women over the age of 30 gained the right to vote in the UK in 1918. Question 12. Name the ship that brought the first group of post-war Caribbean immigrants to the UK in 1948. A. The Mayflower. B. The HMS Windrush. C. The Titanic. D. The Queen Elizabeth. Answer. B. The HMS Windrush. It brought the first group of post-war Caribbean immigrants to the UK in 1948. Question 13. What was the primary purpose of the Magna Carta when it was originally issued in 1215? A. To establish the Church of England. B. To limit the powers of the king and protect the rights of the nobility. C. To grant universal suffrage. D. To declare independence from France. Answer. B. To limit the powers of the king and protect the rights of the nobility. This was the primary purpose of the Magna Carta. Question 14. Who was the British monarch during the American War of Independence? A. Queen Anne. B. King George III. C. King Henry VIII. D. Queen Elizabeth I. Answer. B. King George III. He was the monarch during the American War of Independence. Question 15. What year did the Battle of Agincourt take place, and which English king led the troops? A. 1215 King John. B. 1415 King Henry V. C. 1588 Queen Elizabeth I. D. 1066 King Harold. Answer. B. 1415 King Henry V. He led the English troops at the Battle of Agincourt. Question 16. Which British monarch oversaw the union between England and Scotland to form Great Britain in 1707? A. Queen Anne. B. King James I. C. Queen Victoria. D. King Charles II. Answer. A. Queen Anne. She oversaw the union between England and Scotland to form Great Britain in 1707. Question 17. What major event in 1666 reshaped the architecture of London? A. The Norman Conquest. B. The Great Fire of London. C. The English Civil War. D. The Black Death. Answer. B. The Great Fire of London. It significantly reshaped the architecture of London in 1666. Question 18. Who discovered penicillin, and in what year? A. Marie Curie, 1898. B. Alexander Fleming, 1928. C. Louis Pasteur, 1864. D. Isaac Newton, 1687. Answer. B. Alexander Fleming, 1928. He discovered penicillin. Question 19. What was the significance of the Reform Act of 1832 in British history? A. It abolished the slave trade. B. It granted universal suffrage. C. It expanded the electoral franchise and reformed parliamentary representation. D. It established the Church of England. Answer. C. It expanded the electoral franchise and reformed parliamentary representation. This was the significance of the Reform Act of 1832. Question 20. Name the treaty that concluded the American War of Independence. A. The Treaty of Paris. B. The Treaty of Versailles. C. The Treaty of Westphalia. D. The Treaty of Utrecht. Answer: A. The Treaty of Paris. It concluded the American War of Independence. Question 21. In what year did the UK join the European Economic Community, which later became the European Union? A. 1957. B. 1963. C. 1973. D. 1986. Answer: C. 1973. The UK joined the European Economic Community, which later became the European Union, in 1973. Question 22. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK, and in what year did she take office? A. Margaret Thatcher, 1979. B. Theresa May, 2016. C. Indira Gandhi, 1966. D. Angela Merkel, 2005. Answer: A. Margaret Thatcher, 1979. She was the first female Prime Minister of the UK. Question 23. What is the significance of the Battle of Britain in 1940? A. It marked the beginning of the British Empire. B. It was the first military campaign fought entirely by air forces. C. It resulted in the independence of Britain from Roman rule. D. It was a naval battle that established British naval supremacy. Answer: B. It was the first military campaign fought entirely by air forces. This was the significance of the Battle of Britain in 1940. Question 24. Name the king who established the Church of England in the 16th century. A. King Henry VIII. B. King Edward VI. C. King James I. D. King Charles I. Answer: A. King Henry VIII. He established the Church of England. Question 25. During which period did the Industrial Revolution primarily occur in Britain? A. Late 16th to early 17th century. B. Mid-17th to late 17th century. C. Late 18th to early 19th century. D. Early 20th to mid-20th century. Answer: C. Late 18th to early 19th century. This was the primary period of the Industrial Revolution in Britain. Question 26. What law, passed in 1967, decriminalised homosexual acts in private between two men over the age of 21 in England and Wales? A. The Civil Partnership Act. B. The Sexual Offences Act. C. The Marriage, Same-Sex Couples Act. D. The Equality Act. Answer: B. The Sexual Offences Act. Passed in 1967, it decriminalised homosexual acts in private between two men over the age of 21. Question 27. Who was the leading figure in the abolition of the slave trade within the British Empire? A. William Wilberforce. B. Thomas Clarkson. C. Olaudah Equiano. D. Harriet Tubman. Answer: A. William Wilberforce. He was a leading figure in the abolition of the slave trade within the British Empire. Question 28. What event is commemorated by Guy Fawkes Night on November 5th? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The end of the English Civil War. C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. D. The Battle of Britain. Answer: C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. Guy Fawkes Night commemorates this event. Question 29. Name the peace agreement signed in 1998 that aimed to bring an end to the conflict in Northern Ireland. A. The Belfast Agreement. Good Friday Agreement. B. The Treaty of Versailles. C. The Maastricht Treaty. D. The Treaty of Lisbon. Answer: A. The Belfast Agreement, Good Friday Agreement. It aimed to bring an end to the conflict in Northern Ireland. Question 30. What was the main reason for the English Reformation in the 16th century? A. The desire to reform the moral standards of the clergy. B. The king's need for a male heir. C. The king's dispute with the Pope over the annulment of his marriage. D. Economic reasons related to the wealth of the church. Answer. C. The king's dispute with the Pope over the annulment of his marriage. This was the main reason for the English Reformation. Question 31. Which British ruler is associated with the Golden Age of exploration and the defeat of the Spanish Armada? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. King Henry VIII. C. Queen Victoria. D. King James I. Answer. A. Queen Elizabeth I. She is associated with the Golden Age of exploration and the defeat of the Spanish Armada. Question 32. What year saw the introduction of the National Health Service, NHS, in the UK? A. 1948. B. 1958. C. 1968. D. 1978. Answer. A. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, was introduced in the UK in 1948. Question 33. Who was responsible for the establishment of the Commonwealth of Nations? A. Winston Churchill. B. Queen Elizabeth II. C. King George VI. D. Clement Attlee. Answer. B. Queen Elizabeth II. She played a significant role in the establishment of the Commonwealth of Nations. Question 34. Name the British physicist who formulated the laws of motion and gravity. A. Albert Einstein. B. Isaac Newton. C. Stephen Hawking. D. Michael Faraday. Answer. B. Isaac Newton. He formulated the laws of motion and gravity. Question 35. In what year did Scotland hold a referendum on independence from the UK? A. 1997. B. 2014. C. 2000. D. 2016. Answer. B. 2014. Scotland held a referendum on independence from the UK in 2014. Question 36. Describe the main purpose of the Human Rights Act 1998. A. To establish the National Health Service. B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. C. To introduce devolution in the UK. D. To reform the House of Lords. Answer. B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. This was the main purpose of the Human Rights Act 1998. Question 37. What significant legal change occurred in the UK in 1928 concerning the electorate? A. The introduction of the secret ballot. B. Women gained the right to vote at the age of 21, equal to men. C. The establishment of the first-past-the-post voting system. D. The reduction of the voting age to 18. Answer. B. Women gained the right of vote at the age of 21, equal to men. This significant legal change occurred in 1928. Question 38. Name the two houses that make up the UK Parliament. A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The Senate and the House of Representatives. C. The National Assembly and the Senate. D. The Council of State and the Legislative Assembly. Answer. A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. These are the two houses that make up the UK Parliament. Question 39. What is the significance of the Beveridge Report in UK social history? A. It led to the establishment of the welfare state. B. It introduced the National Health Service. C. It recommended the abolition of the monarchy. D. It called for the independence of the British colonies. Answer. A. It led to the establishment of the welfare state. The Beveridge Report is significant for this reason. Question 40. Who was the monarch at the time of the establishment of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. King Henry VIII. D. Queen Elizabeth I. Answer. B. King George III. He was the monarch at the time of the establishment of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801. Question 41. In which battle did Admiral Nelson die, and what was its significance? A. The Battle of Trafalgar, marking British naval supremacy. B. The Battle of Waterloo, ending Napoleon's rule. C. The Battle of the Nile, disrupting French expansion. D. The Battle of Britain, crucial air battle in World War II. Answer. A. The Battle of Trafalgar, marking British naval supremacy. Admiral Nelson died in the Battle of Trafalgar, which marked the establishment of British naval dominance. Question 42. What was the primary cause of the Peasants' Revolt in 1381? A. Religious reform. B. High taxes and economic hardship. C. The desire for independence from France. D. Opposition to the monarchy's rule. Answer. B. High taxes and economic hardship. The primary cause of the Peasants' Revolt was high taxes and economic hardship. Question 43. Who was the first woman to be elected as a Member of Parliament in the UK? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Constance Markievicz. C. Nancy Astor. D. Theresa May. Answer. C. Nancy Astor. She was the first woman to take a seat as a Member of Parliament in the UK. Question 44. What year marked the beginning of Britain's formal colonial rule in India? A. 1498. B. 1600. C. 1757. D. 1858. Answer. D. 1858. The year 1858 marked the beginning of Britain's formal colonial rule in India. Question 45. Name the act that formally ended the authority of the Pope in England, and who was the reigning monarch at that time? A. The Act of Supremacy, Henry VIII. B. The Magna Carta, John. C. The Bill of Rights, William III. D. The Act of Union, Anne. Answer. A. The Act of Supremacy, Henry VIII. The Act of Supremacy, passed during the reign of Henry VIII, formally ended the authority of the Pope in England. Question 46. What significant event in British broadcasting history occurred in 1969? A. The first colour broadcast on BBC. B. The launch of BBC Radio 1. C. The first television broadcast by the BBC. D. The introduction of the first digital television service. Answer. A. The first colour broadcast on BBC. In 1969, the BBC aired its first colour broadcast. Question 47. Who was the architect behind the rebuilding of the House of Commons after World War II? A. Christopher Wren. B. Giles Gilbert Scott. C. Charles Barry. D. Norman Foster. Answer. B. Giles Gilbert Scott. He was involved in the rebuilding of the House of Commons after World War II. Question 48. In what year did the UK vote to leave the European Union? And what is this event commonly called? A. 2012. The Great Departure. B. 2016, Brexit. C. 2008, the EU exit. D. 2020, the British exit. Answer: B. 2016, Brexit. The UK voted to leave the European Union in 2016, an event commonly referred to as Brexit. Question 49. What landmark case in 1772 significantly influenced the abolition of slavery in Britain and its colonies? A. The Zong Massacre Trial. B. The Somerset Case. C. The Dred Scott Decision. D. The Amistad Case. Answer: B. The Somerset Case. The Somerset Case in 1772 was a landmark decision that significantly influenced the movement towards the abolition of slavery in Britain and its colonies. Question 50. Who was the Prime Minister when the UK's national minimum wage was introduced, and in what year? A. Margaret Thatcher, 1988. B. Tony Blair, 1998. C. John Major, 1994. D. David Cameron, 2010. Answer: B. Tony Blair, 1998. Tony Blair was the Prime Minister when the UK's national minimum wage was introduced in 1998.